Oh,
honey, I think you retired too early.
I'm leaving it on
You
the
had a
system
few
in
more
between.
working years in you.
Oh, no. What if it didn't grow and you're just sucking on a flump?
The shame.
Oh, I can't wait for this. Parcel.
Dropped.
Come on.
We're not.
yeah. Basically, we're not, Helen.
Be warned, it's LuAnna, and this podcast contains honest, upfront opinions, rants, bants, and general explicit content. But you are here. It is a Thursday, which means this is LuAnna Total Extra.
Good morning, you little beauties. We love you. Hope you are well.
I love it.
She's Lou. I'm Anna. We've got Imo. How are you?
What?
Who are ya? How are ya?
We're going to cut the guff because this is your episode. It is Thursday. Extra rants, extra chat, extra confessions. Let's get cracking with a message from Rosie. Hi girls, love the pod. Ops, always looking forward to listening to you guys. It's my escape from my 4 kids when I'm cleaning the house.
That's a lot of children. I always think when people have 4 kids, I think, God, that's a lot. I know that I've got 3, but just
4
that one
does seem a
more.
lot, doesn't it?
It seems a lot, doesn't it?
I had to look after my mate Danny's kids, just for literally 5 minutes, 2 kids. So I had 4 children. It was a lot. I felt the responsibility.
Did you?
I was like, this was what it would be like to have 4 children.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And I've got my mate Lucy here for summer because she lives in Dubai and she's got 2. And I don't always really count Dixie because she's like
Older.
But yeah, last night I've got her to she's obviously here as well, but her to my 2. They are actually quite easy, to be fair.
It's just a lot though,
and
isn't it?
I quite like co-parenting with Lucy.
Yeah, you do
You know,
well
like
co-parenting.
cook dinner, then we chuck them outside, clean up.
Nice.
It's nice. Dixie was here, she had her mate. Actually, I always have a lot of kids here. I don't know what I'm talking about.
But that's where the old mummune comes back in, doesn't it?
The
love a
mummune.
mummune.
Yeah.
Anyway, she says, it's my escape from 4 kids. Excellent. Well, we are delighted you come to us. I'm not sure whether this will make it on, but I've just listened to the episode where there was some fake news. Oh, yes, this is the fake news I spread.
Spreading
fake news about the boys smuggling a penguin home from a zoo. This was fake news that went viral ages ago, by the way, and it didn't happen. I have a story about my animal smuggling sister. Well, here we go. It sparked something in someone.
True.
We lived in Spain for a year when I was 12, and my sister is 3 years younger than me, so that makes her around 8. She was always animal obsessed and still is. She's a dog trainer.
Oh, see, she followed that through.
Good job. Anyway, we used to fly back to England once a month to visit our dad and the rest of the family as my mum and dad were divorced. And one time, my mum was coming to tuck us into bed, and next to my sister, laying on her pillow, was a dead, dried up lizard. My mum was obviously a bit confused and shocked and asked her where she got the lizard from, to which my sister said, our house in Spain. My sister then told my mum how she had found this dead lizard in the garden and didn't want to leave it there. So she put the lizard in an empty packet of my mum's Marlboro ciggies, popped it into her pocket and travelled from Spain to England.
With a pack of fags in her pocket as well, she's 8.
They go, she's British. Gone all through security and customs with nothing to declare, with this dead lizard in an empty fag packet. Still makes us laugh to this day. I'm Rosie from Hertfordshire and my lizard smuggling sister is Alice. Love you all. That's funny. I love that.
Bless little Alice.
Yeah.
Right, we've got a shit gift now from Anon, so we've called you Dina.
Hey, lovely ladies. Love the pod always. And just keep being you. I have a shit gift for you. Fresh the birthday. So my partner, boyfriend, he's just had his 30th birthday on Saturday, and he always is really good for getting gifts for his family. Like, he spends a lot of money and they just send a link to what they want and he buys it. But he's never good at thinking of anything that he wants for himself. So this year, even though it was his 30th, his sister bought him a sausage roll. And she wrapped it all nice, but it was still a sausage roll.
Sausage roll for his 30th.
I have no words. Literally no words.
Stop.
We might be really into sausage roll.
I know birthdays aren't all about presents, but they kind of are. But a sausage fucking roll.
Amazing.
Really. Anyways, love you.
Yeah, it's a lot of questions there. like how long was it wrapped up
But
for?
is there a
and-
backstory that we don't know about?
Exactly. Is there like a
feel
joke,
like-
pranky gimmick around the
Yeah.
sausage roll? Like my brothers and I, as a joke, wrap each other up a remote control. It's just a joke
Why?
for being kids. Just something we used to watch when we were kids, and someone once wrapped up a remote. Anyway, it's just a stupid
It's like
dick
a
joke.
tradition
It's
now.
just a thing. We wrap up
Dick
a remote
tradition.
control. Yeah. And yeah.
Brilliant.
And it's just a thing. Anyway.
Well, great shit gift.
Love that.
Hamster trauma story. I always say everyone's got one. This is in from Sylvia. Sylvia says, when I was a kid, there was one thing I wanted more than anything in the world, a hamster.
Every kid wants a hamster. Every kid. At some
Don't
point.
you have a hamster? No.
No, I keep saying no to the kids.
No,
It's good.
I'm
I
not.
keep kicking the can.
I'm not
We're
doing
in a rental,
hamsters.
kids. Not allowed.
Mine want another dog.
Yeah.
I want a
Well,
Pomeranian. I would quite like one.
you know the dog key? The dog key passed away.
Oh.
I know. And now Enzo really wants a dog. And I think I might have promised him a dog to get him over the grief of losing the dog.
You shouldn't do that, That's not a good
know.
way of getting over
No,
grief.
well, he's not getting one. But it's fine now. He's got over
Forgotten it.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway,
Oh,
carry
the
on.
dog key
The dog
died.
key. The dog key died.
The dog
Bless
key,
her little
if you didn't
heart.
listen, is when at Christmas Anna dressed the dog, her mother-in-law's dog, up as a donkey at the nativity.
Which
that
I
she was a
executive
director of.
produced and directed.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Got to do the bit by the station there. Right, anyway, so with the lady Sylvia, she
Yes.
wants a hamster. She doesn't want a bike, she doesn't want a gaming console, just a tiny furry friend to call my own. I begged my mum for years, and after what must have felt like a lifetime of pleading, she finally gave in.
They always do.
My beautiful snowy white hamster became my pride and joy. A few months later, my primary school announced a special event. Bring your pet to church day.
Love this.
Where pets could be blessed.
We do this at our church,
That's
at the village
so
church.
cute.
Yeah, we do this.
Do you know they do this in Spain?
Yeah.
In Javier, actually, near where my friend lives, and people take their horses, and they bless them at the church.
In
I
the
thought that's
village,
really
we
cool.
do this in
That's
the
really
village.
cool.
Everyone brings the animals, yeah.
To most kids, it was just a sweet idea. To me, it was a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I begged my mum for weeks. She gently warned me that hamsters are a bit temperamental, but my 8-year-old brain couldn't care less. My hamster was going to meet God. The big day arrived, and I carried her into church in a little travel case, beaming with pride, showing her off to anyone who would look. She was calm, lovely, and slightly confused, but she was ready to be blessed. As we reached the front of the aisle, the priest smiled and kindly dipped his fingers into the holy water
Yep.
and flicked what felt like the biggest wave of water directly onto my poor hamster. She froze, trembled. Suddenly she was soaking wet and clearly distressed. My mum and I made a quick exit, wrapping her up gently and rushing home to dry her off and keep her warm. I could have got Boris blessed.
Oh, no.
Boris hadn't have died.
No.
But he might not be dead.
He might
now.
not be dead.
If he had been blessed, he wouldn't be dead.
Well.
But sadly, the blessing
Oh, no.
proved too
Oh,
much.
no! Stop it!
Somewhere between the church steps and our front door, my beloved hamster quietly passed away.
Oh, no.
I sat on the sofa, cradling her tiny body, tears running down my cheeks. And that's when my sister, in the most matter-of-fact voice imaginable, leaned over and said, "Don't worry, we'll buy you a new one tomorrow." We didn't. We never got another hamster again.
Oh. Well, that was it.
That's it.
That was the life of the hamster.
And can we just say, do you remember back to why the hamster stories came about on this podcast?
Yes, because you roller skated over a hamster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
accidentally. My hamster had babies and I was so selfish. I wanted to hold all
of them.
9 and I didn't let my friend Roxanne hold them. And I dropped one and roller skated over it.
Yeah, that's where
That's where the
hamster
traumatic
story.
hamster stories came from. It's not funny in way. That was a lesson early in life.
And not to be selfish. Exactly. You learned that lesson the hard
I
way,
did.
though. You killed a
I
hamster.
remember
Yeah.
exactly where I was when you first told that story for the first time.
Where
We
were
were
you?
in your cinema room in the old
We
house,
were.
and I just
We
remember
were.
dying the first time.
So do I. I've got a literal memory of the old
And
house.
I remember
Yeah.
counting and there was only 8 and I thought, fuck. And we roller skated back,
And there it was.
squished.
Bye-bye, Hammy.
Terrible.
Right, like a little prune. Voice note rant from Anonymous. So Kathleen.
We've also got a
All right,
picture.
here we go. What's this
Girls, I'm
ticket?
fucking raging.
Oh.
Somebody put on your Facebook group the other day, oh, listen back at the pod that shall not be named. Anna was in a girl band, blah, blah, blah. Now, I knew about it, but anyway, I've gone back. I thought, I'll pick an extra episode. Let's have a wee punt, get some funny stories. 30 seconds in, I'm absolutely fuming. It's National Toast Day. Great. Oh, it's so wonderful, the toast that you get after you give birth. So here I am in the midst of COVID 2020, giving birth with a really shit labour that ended in 2 rounds of forceps, an emergency C-section. I'm stuck in for days. My husband's at home, starting a paternity leave, isn't allowed back to visit because of the restrictions. Anyway.
What awful
Lovely
thing.
midwife comes in. Oh, are you hungry? Yes, I am actually quite hungry, thank you.
Tea
I
and
think, thank
toast,
God,
spit it down.
I'm going to get this tea and toast that everybody talks about.
Bit of marmalade.
Best thing you've ever tasted. Oh, lovely, lovely.
No.
Yeah, in she comes. What do I get? A fucking salad. Not even a nice
what?
salad. No peppers, no onions,
she
nothing
sent a
with
picture,
actual
look.
taste. Just some leaves, tomato, a bit of boiled ham. 3 days I'm in there. What's breakfast? Soggy cornflakes. Where the fuck is this toast that everybody's talking about? I never got it.
You know,
is it just
they
me?
don't do it now.
Did anyone else not get toast after they gave birth?
Oh, baby.
Anyway, my child's nearly 5, so clearly not over it. Bye.
Yeah.
Do you know when Clemmy went in, she broke her arm and we were on the ward, they said that they don't have the toast anymore.
What?
And obviously it wasn't a maternity ward, it was a kids ward. And they were like, we really miss it and we don't have real butter. And I went to M&S and I bought them some white bread, nice thick white bread and real butter.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
and
that's
I
what
was
we
like,
should all be buying them now.
Budget cuts.
Yeah, but we should just all now buy white bread and butter.
So bad though.
Yeah.
Can't even afford a bit of butter in the
Well,
NHS.
there you go.
Too much, too many people,
There
let me
we
tell
are,
you.
there we are.
Right, we've got a message from Heidi. She says, hey, LuAnna, love, love, love your podcast. My utter wind down time and laugh out loud moments shared. Your keepsake and placenta convo recently had me howling.
Oh, everyone loved this.
Yes, I keep teeth, umbilical cord and clamp, locks
Yes,
of hair,
there
etc.
it is. She's one of me.
However, my short story is that of post my second darling baby's arrival. I suffered first time around with postnatal, so I was desperate not to head in that dark, dark place again. I searched up placental vitamins. I sourced a company who collected my
That's right.
placenta post-delivery in a cool bag. 3 days later, I received my package. I opted for the stemmed method of my placenta for my pills, meant to be great for calming. I opened the box to find I'd been upgraded.
Oh.
Moisturiser, balm,
Nice.
and an odd-looking ropey, crusty thing, which must have fallen in by accident. Until I picked it
Yes,
up,
this is
and
it.
to my horror,
Yeah.
it was my darling daughter's full
Yeah.
umbilical cord,
That's right.
dried out and shaped to spell love.
Yeah. I got this.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Horrified, I shoved it back in the box and there it stay. I will include pictures. P.S. Pills did naffle. It's a storm you just got to ride. So this was an expensive 450 quid mistake. P.P.S. People make jewellery out of ground down kids' teeth and resin these days too.
Wow.
Love always. You're utterly fantastic. Heidi from Liversedge.
Liver's edge.
Oh, Placenta Plus. Who is the company that we used? Because they did it for me, but I didn't take them.
And I
did
think
they do it for you?
I used them too. Okay, so there is an umbilical cord in the shape. Lou has had to scroll past it. Can I have a look at that, Lou? That's it. Keep going. So I don't find that weird. It looks like a sort of dehydrated condom. I got my umbilical cord
That
in the
is
shape of a
fucking
heart.
What are
and I
you
got
meant
that
to
back.
do? Frame it?
Probably. Yeah.
It just doesn't look good on the wall.
I mean, I haven't done that. It's in the keepsake box with the
There's
baby
just
teeth
certain
and Teddy's
things.
cat teeth.
We haven't
Right.
got Teddy's cat teeth yet. Right, we've got a voice note from Madison next.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, love.
I am a avid listener in the United States, though I was born in Canada, so don't judge me too harshly. Thank you.
Okay.
Just listening to your
judgment.
recent episode and talking about the placenta pills.
Oh, good.
And
Still
maybe
going.
this makes me a
Really?
weirdo, but
Struck a
I
chord.
ate my placenta raw in a smoothie with
Did you?
a bunch of berries and some coconut water and
Go
protein
on.
powder. And I went from 3 days postpartum, lots of pads, all the horrificness, to the next morning waking up and having almost no need for pads. So I do
Wow.
think there is some validity in eating your placenta. And if you can stomach it, do it
She
raw.
blended it.
Maybe
She
that makes me
blended that
weird.
shit right up.
No need to make me anonymous. My name is Madison. I live in California, United States.
Of course she does.
Oh,
Cheers.
but
Love you, girls.
I'm so here for look, it's different
Of
folks,
course,
different strokes.
she's an American
She's in
called Madison
California.
that lives in California that blended her placenta.
Madison,
I mean,
I'm open to it, mate. I
could
am
have wrote
open to
that.
it.
But obviously it worked for you,
Yeah.
Madison. Congratulations.
I like the flip side to this story. We've got one for,
Is that
one
classed
against.
as cannibalism?
I don't know.
Because it is human flesh. Is it flesh? It is
Well,
flesh.
yeah, it's an organ, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Is it an organ? It is an
I'm
organ.
not for this. Let's just
Yeah.
move on.
Right, we're gagging for it from Horny Helen.
all right.
Here we go. Go on, Horny Hells. Basically, she says, how are we surprising our fellas with a blowy? This is hot off the back of our...
We're not.
yeah. Basically, we're not, Helen. I've been with my... that was the point. Also, yesterday, can I just say, I bought Alex a Magnum on the way home from school yesterday. A Magnum ice cream.
Did you get a
No,
blowy?
no blowy. He didn't actually want it. It's in the freezer.
Oh.
He was like, I don't want it just yet, babes, thanks.
Oh,
but I did think of him, bought my cherry Magnum. Anyway, I've been with
that's
my...
why I didn't want it. Cherry
Oh my
Magnum.
God, the kids love them. The old cherry Magnums. I don't like Magnums. Well, I do love a Magnum if I'm going to get...
She will like it if they
I do,
sponsor
yeah.
us, guys.
Yeah. No, I do like a Magnum, just not a cherry one. The kids like the cherry ones.
Oh, I don't like the sound.
I like the dark chocolate ones.
No. Oh, you've got weird. Oh,
Yes.
no. I like the almond caramel ones.
Oh, no. No, it's always the dark chocolate
In
ones for me.
fact, the freezer at the pool house, which, by the way, how good's the weather? We've been like by the pool all the
Yes.
time. Is stocked full
With
of ice lollies and Magnums.
I might go
yeah.
and take a Magnum home for Allegan then.
You don't
Right.
need to. You got it in the freezer.
Exactly. Anyway, she says, I've been with my husband 13 years, 2 kids in, and I can confess our sex life is so few and far between. We both struggle to initiate sex. I've got a high sex drive and I want it way more than I get it, but I have such a fear of rejection, which is crazy, I know, because this man has never rejected me, but it is what it is. She says, I saw a post on the Facebook group a while back and someone commented and said, just shove his cock in your mouth. Brilliant. How romantic. This I'll happily do, but are we just grabbing a flaccid knob and sucking it? Isn't that really awkward? What if it didn't grow and you're just sucking on a flump? Oh.
Flump.
It is a bit like that, isn't it? So yeah, she says, semi-joking question, but I actually want to know what people do to initiate sex with their long-term partners. I would ask in the Facebook group, but I take the we have sex 5 times a week and been together 20 years to heart.
I don't believe that, by the way, when people say that shit.
Who knows? Some people
I don't
do.
think so.
And find it does. I mean, it does to some people.
My cystitis is burning away here. I'm desperate for a piss.
Lou's like, no. And find it does the opposite of help, and it makes me pick my relationship apart, when in actual fact, it is in my opinion, perfect. The frequency of our sex could definitely be improved, but aside from that, I wouldn't change a thing. I love you girls and all that shit. Please help a horny wife and call me Helen with the horn.
Well,
I think you're happy.
I also think this is really normal. I don't really like initiating sex because I always think, well, I'm the woman and the man should chase me. I do think that. And
I'm happy to initiate, but it's a bit of both in my marriage.
I don't really like
I'd say.
initiating.
But we're gonna throw this out
I
to
like
the
to feel
Lufanians.
wanted and desired.
Lufanians, we would like some honest, because according to research, apparently most couples have sex once a week. I don't really believe that, if I'm honest with you.
I think once a week is quite a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of people would agree with that.
But I will go for like 2 weeks without seeing my husband just because of circumstances of work and living and countries. And
yeah, but then maybe on average, that is then how it breaks down.
But then we see each other and we're like, at it, like, no, we're not.
Well, I mean, you weren't last week. But listen, we're going to throw this over to you, Lufanians, because there is nothing more fantastic than actually creating our own data.
Yes,
so,
let's do.
This is it.
LuAnna data research.
LuAnna data research. How often are you having sex with your partners? What do you do to initiate sex?
We're going to put it out on our Instagram,
sex,
so it will be anonymous because we won't reveal
so
you.
Who initiates sex? What do you do to initiate sex? And how often are you having sex with your partner? We would love to know that. We'll pop a poll out. Thank you, social media manager Beck.
Yes.
And we will get the actual results in. But what I would say to Helen with the horn, babes, it sounds like you're doing great in your marriage.
I would suck that flump. It'll soon grow.
I mean, it will.
It will.
It will. And
It
actually,
can't not.
from a...
Or you could just give it a little tickle first.
Yeah.
Like, just like, like a little ball squeeze. And then it'll grow, and then when it starts to get semi-on, get down there.
Yeah.
Get down, get bobbing.
I would also say try some different tactics when it comes to getting the horn. I think tapping into a different way, like sending sexy texts to each other, have a bit of kind of like, when you get home later on, I want to do XYZ to you, create some anticipation. And also statistically, you have better sex. It's not actually about physical sex, it's the emotional connection you have. So if you've got an emotional connection, you are going to have better sex.
So have cry sex.
Well, no, but as in just cry sex. No, but as in tap into each other emotionally. Like, what do you want? Sex it up a little bit verbally. Just don't go for the obvious, let's just, have a share, because that's just boring.
No one wants scheduled sex.
Create the anticipation and the sex will come, my friend. Right.
Good luck, horny
Rant,
Helen.
Yes, rant from Anonymous.
Oh,
so
I've lost my way with the mouse.
Albert.
Hi, LuAnna Mo, incoming rant. Excuse the voice, I'm very hungover.
Oh, nice.
Right, this really pisses me off. I'm somebody who has to drive quite a lot for work, which means I have to use like service station facilities, whatever you want to call it, toilets and shit. Why is it on the way in to the toilets, like the main door into the toilets, is always a push, and on the way out, it's a pull? So like my hands aren't freshly washed on the way in. So I don't mind touching a door handle to open it.
Yes.
On the way out of the toilets, my hands, not everyone's, are freshly washed. So I don't want to touch the door handle because not everybody does wash their hands when they go to the toilet.
No, exactly,
they should,
Albert.
but they don't. And then I have to touch that disgusting door handle, and then you have
knob,
to do the
knob handle.
Look at it and go, oh, what's the bit? People are less likely to touch, so you go for right.
That's what I do.
Might use your pinky finger, might use your t-shirt, like put your hand in your t-shirt and use that. But I shouldn't have to. I don't understand why the door can't just be the other way around. It really pisses me off. And now I've mentioned it to people, everybody else has started noticing it and being like, oh my God, you're right, it is literally everywhere. Is there a reason that it's like that? Or would everyone just mind changing the doors the other way around? Let me know your thoughts. Love the pod, all that shit. Reason. Bye.
Now, there might be a health and safety reason.
I'm now thinking because I'm often just having to stop at a petrol station to go for a wee with all my travelling around. And you're right, you always push the door open and then and then pull it as you're coming out. Yeah, does anyone know? Does anyone work in petrol station bogs?
Is anyone health and safety?
Is there a reason why the push-pull situation is the way it is? Because you say for hygiene reasons, I don't want knobby handles.
I imagine it's something to do with like space.
Fire safety.
Yeah, you're right.
There's loads
if
of
you
doors
pull out,
flapping out into one area. It's
corridor.
It's going to cause havoc.
You're right, because unless it's self-closing, which most doors aren't, are they? No,
I do that. I try and look at what bit of the door handle will people least likely have touched, and then I just will go like the most awkward bit and try and do it with my pinky finger.
Now, interestingly, am I right in thinking that I got a feeling that disabled loos do open out? Don't you think? A disabled loo door opens outwards. Maybe for that reason, to come out, they just have to then push it if they're perhaps in a wheelchair or something. Anyway, fascinated by that. Fascinated, actually.
We will find out. Yeah. Please, if you're a health and safety officer.
Let us know. Bog doors.
If you're woke brigade, let us know. Right, I've never told, like health and safety and HR.
I see what you mean.
I hate all that shit. Do you? I wouldn't want a job in that.
No, you'd not be very
You're just
good in
adding
HR.
to the world's problems.
You'd not be very good in HR.
Of people.
You'd be like, next!
The thing is, all that HR bollocks just adds to people's moans and groans about life. Just fucking get on with it. That's the way it is.
There it is.
Shut the fuck up.
She's spoken.
Right. I've never told anyone this, but good morrow, LuAnna and Imo. Love the pod and all that jazz. I've only been listening since May and I've caught up.
I mean, you're an absolute demon. Oh my gosh.
Yes, only 2 months from the birth of Eleonora.
Oh my gosh.
Through COVID.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because we started this pod 2 months.
Yeah.
Well, we started LuAnna the podcast only 2 months postpartum for you. 3 months. Yeah, beginning of March. She was born on the 21st of December.
Oh, my little Elsie.
And then you got back to work quite quickly.
Oh, I know.
No maternity leave around here, bitch.
No, that's it.
Yes, only 2 months on from the birth of little Elle. Through COVID, the purchase of Champneys 2, all the Renault talks, scabies.
The Renault talk only just started
Indigo's
it.
dental visit, the Palladium, the Sicilian wedding, and Lou's back injury. She says, I've listened to the whole lot.
We've done a lot, guys.
We've done a lot.
We've done a lot.
You've all been there through a lot with us.
We've done
as well.
life, guys.
She says, I've sent in this story before, but when I sent it, I wasn't up to date on the podcast. So I sent it to your old email address. So it either didn't make the cut or it got lost.
Well, it's here now.
I've got a poo story.
Great.
I'll admit it's not quite as good as the lady who pooed on the church carpet, but I thought it was worth writing in anyway. Now, when I say I've never told anyone this, I really mean it. Not my husband, not my bestie, not a fucking soul. The shame.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
About 25 years ago, I landed a live-in job in a very posh part of central London. So far, so classy, right? I was living it up in Mary Poppins world. I used to occasionally go to a not very classy nightclub near Selfridges, and there was a guy who was also a regular who was constantly checking me out. I thought he was a bit creepy. But after several months of ignoring his advances, one night I must have just had too much to drink, and I found myself having a little wee snog with him. The next thing, I was in a taxi back to his place. It wasn't too far, but certainly not walking distance in the middle of the night. By the time I got there, I must have come to my senses. I only stayed 5 minutes before making my excuses and heading off into the night. By now, it was extremely late, getting close to dawn. I couldn't find a taxi or even a dodgy minicab, so I had to start walking. After about half an hour of strolling, or more like staggering, my bowels decided that they needed to evacuate.
Oh, no.
All that booze and a nice walk got the poo ready to move out. I held it in, kept on going. I knew the area well and was aware that while London is known for its lovely parks and gardens, there wasn't a single unlocked one between my location and my house. Not a tree or a bush in sight. And even at this hour, there's enough people around that I can't just drop my pants. This is W1, the concrete jungle, and the sun is coming up. There's even a few early morning joggers starting to set out. I tried to find a spot, at least set back from the street. I was sweating now, totally sobered up due to the stress, huffing and puffing and clenching, looking about frantically for a spot. I couldn't just poo my pants. What if my employer was already up and about when I got home? I needed to deposit my load before reaching the house. Eventually, I found a semi-secluded spot. In hindsight, it was fully exposed, but I got lucky that nobody passed by. The post office was up a couple of steps, and its entrance was reasonably set back from the street. I still think about the poor postal worker who must have arrived in to clock in that day, only to find an unorthodox parcel had been left on the doorstep. So she dropped her kegs and shat in the post office doorway.
Oh, babe.
For several years, I was worried that I'd turned up on those late night, caught on camera type of TV shows. Best stay anonymous. Granny name, please. Love you all.
I mean, when you got to go, you got to go.
She shat in the post office doorway.
She did. She did.
Central London.
Parcel.
Dropped. Right. Next confession.
Yes. So, dear LuAnna, hi girls. I'm a fan of the pod and thought I'd let you know my dirty secret. I use my toilet paper 3 or 4 times. What? I used to get my toilet paper from work, but since retiring, I have to buy it. So, to get the most out of my toilet roll clumps, I'm using them 3 or 4 times. And
oh, honey, I think you retired too early.
I'm leaving it on the
You had a
system
few
in
more
between.
working years in you.
Oh, no.
To afford toilet roll.
No, it's not a problem. I live alone with my dogs and they love me unconditionally. I have plenty of money, but it makes me feel better to do this. I'd love to know your thoughts. Please call me Babs after my nan. No, one wipe and flush.
Do you know what? If you're into recycling though, some people do have washcloths, don't they? And they use those and then they put them in a little bag and then they put them in a nice 90-degree hot wash.
You can do that, I would agree.
That's economical.
But don't be leaving wee, pooey paper on the back of your system. Or get a bidet, honey.
Some people are rank,
Get
aren't
a
they? I'm
bidet.
sorry, Babs.
Wash your nuns straight after
I'm
you've
sorry, Babs,
you've
but
had
it's
your
not
thing.
for me, honey.
No, just flush
I think
that.
you need to get back to work, babes.
Yeah, just flush
Keep
the bog
earning.
roll.
Keep earning.
Well, she's got the dosh, she's got the money, but just flush the bog roll, babes. Thank you for the confession, though. We love it. That is
On
it,
that
guys. Thank you for listening.
over.
Yeah, that is it for LuAnna Totally Extra
Grim.
for this week. Remember, if you want to join in, this is your episode. We would love to hear from you. Send all your guff into LuAnna at everythingluanna.com. Our WhatsApp number for you, which Mo is manning, the bat phone, it's 07745 266 947.
Do also follow us on socials. We are at everything_LuAnna on Instagram. I think we're the same on TikTok. Yes,
Yep.
Bex is nodding
And
at
follow
me.
the podcast if you're not already as well. Just click follow right now.
And obviously we'll be putting out our gagging for it on our socials very soon. We'll see you Monday.
Guys, bye. You've been watching LuAnna the podcast.
What do they need to do, Anna?
Make sure you subscribe.
Boom.